Easy, Tommy. Hey, Kenny, you lazy. Hey, Kenny, you lazy. What's good, bruh? I ain't seen you in a bit. Kazu, Tommy, Midori, my brother Lon. Come on, chat. What's good? Hey, chat. Hey, DJ206. Hey, what's going on, bro? I just want to say .emu is the GOAT right now. I swear, everyone said that.
Yeah, they're going ham.
Not even on fire right now.
Everyone has said that, bro. The comment section, all I've seen is the masters of beat 'em ups, the publisher kings, the praises right now. Yeah, insane.
They're going ham, son.
Ace, Outsider, what's good, my brother? Yeah,
that even was on fire as far as being the publisher goes.
Yeah,
that's why I gotta respect to them. Like, you know, they don't just grab an IP and then do whatever, right?
Yeah.
This is what we saw with the Phantom and G.I. Joe.
Oh, yeah.
The company grabbed an IP, hires a random developer. And I feel bad for the developer because the developer's probably interested in making a beat 'em up. They just don't know how to do it and this and that or whatever.
Just have to do it. Yeah.
And they get in that situation. But Dotemu, they get an IP and they go find the right people for the job.
The right people for the job. Yep. And they haven't failed. They haven't failed yet. They haven't failed. Actually, I'm not even going to say yet. No, they haven't failed. They haven't failed. Jojo Man ZX, what's good, bro? Afro Shinobi, what's going on? 888 says, oh, snap, it's Lupe Fiasco. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, he's talking about me. He's talking about me.
Oh, it's about you? Oh, stupid.
Yeah, people call me either Lupe Fiasco or they call me Dane from this basketball, but I can't remember what the team.
It's being silly.
Yeah.
It's being silly.
Right. I used to get Andre 3000 and Dave Chappelle for some reason.
What? You look nothing like David Chappelle.
People call me where's echoing? That's my fault. It's my end. It's my
you?
Fault. Yeah, that's definitely my end. That's definitely my fault. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Yeah. That's definitely my fault. Hold on. What I need to do is because I need to wear headphones, and I don't want to wear headphones, but I have to wear headphones. So give me 1 second, and I will fix that.
You gotta hook it up with some earbuds, man.
Yeah, no, I definitely need to invest. Right, chat. Tell me if they're echoing now. Say something, boys.
Should be good.
Some boys.
Yeah, there you go. Chat, are my people's echoing now? They shouldn't be because I'm wearing headphones. Because I'm being a good citizen and wearing headphones. Right, chat, I shouldn't have to introduce my brothers here, but I'm going to introduce my brothers here. So my brother to the bottom this hand, this hand, yeah, of the screen here, my brother here. This is my brother, Mr. Din, beat 'em up extraordinaire. Yeah, if you're gonna talk about the face of beat 'em ups, this is your man. Yeah, this is the guy, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And I want everyone to give Mr. Din a warm welcome, please. You know, to the MPZ chat.
See if I can.
And then on this side here, like if I can point, you don't know my brother.
Hi guys. Hi.
Smash brothers extraordinaire, bad boy. I sent 20 soldiers to try and take him down on Smash, and he slapped every single one of them. Yeah, every single one of them.
Hey, we can run it back, man.
I was absolutely embarrassed. Yeah, yeah, the Smash King. Yeah,
yeah.
The top boy skilled gamer, my brother, legendary Wes.
Hey, what's
people,
good?
I have to introduce my guys properly.
What's good, people?
I have to introduce my guys properly. Right. So, before I start talking madness, the echo is gone. Chat, please let me know. Yeah, the echo is definitely gone. Right?
Should be.
Can I confirm that the echo is gone, chat? That I'm using headphones and I don't want to, but it's gone. Where's they throw you whooping me in my face? Yeah, you tried to bet Wes. That was stupid.
Yeah, he's wild. He's
Wes
wild
at his own game. That's stupid. What sense did that make? That is stupid. Oh, it's totally gone. Clean audio. Lovely. All right, so I invited my brothers here today because there's a lot of pressing conversations about a genre that we absolutely love, the beat 'em up genre. Come on, guys. We all know most of us are here because of the beat 'em up genre in the chat. Yeah, we're here for that love of the genre. So I wanted to talk to a couple other beat 'em up guys in the scene just about the general state of it, where it's going, where it's heading. Obviously, we got some very good news that yesterday, but we're going to talk about that. We'll get into that. Yeah, we'll get into that. But overall, and I give the floor to you guys. State of beat 'em ups right now, in your opinion, what is it looking like?
I'll let Wes go first.
Are you gonna let Wes go first? Wes, what is it looking like for you?
All right, so it's looking like there's a lot of people or a lot of beat 'em ups. I'm gonna get yo. What are we gonna do, Gim? Then we're gonna do good cop, bad cop. What are we doing here, man?
Good cop, bad cop, yeah.
it might be bad cop, bad cop. I don't know.
All right. So let's do bad cop, bad cop, or worst cop. That's what we do. Ain't no good cops here.
Yeah.
And you know why? We gotta be. All of us gotta be bad to worst cops is because we care. So that's just for the record. We're not being malicious. We're trying to give you guys like enough constructive criticism and give you tough love because it's obvious.
Hey, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, it's obvious if we don't give tough love, at least tough, constructive criticism, then you're not going to change. But anyway, the state of beat 'em ups is, at first, I was going to say it's dying because we got a lot of cookie cutter games. So I'm gonna just like fire it off right now. We got, what is this thing? I didn't even play the game. It was what is it? Power Rangers? Or was it Rita's? I'm gonna call it. It's called. See, already, you guys screwed up with the title. It's called Power Rangers Rita's Revenge. It's kind of it reminds you of another game, doesn't it? Like a ripoff of another game, right?
It does. Go on. Continue with. I don't want to go into my tangent. Continue.
Yeah, it reminds me of I think a Shredder's Revenge. I think, right? It plays like a watered down version of Shredder's Revenge, and it's like Shredder's Revenge was good, but you know, it was a game that kind of like was trying to revive the fighting styles of the Turtles from back in the days, up to a little bit more modernized. That was cool. So you would think, in my opinion, the way beat 'em up should work is that one beat 'em up should start the flame, and then after that, the next should like it should be hand over the baton, and then the next beat 'em up, handle the torch, and then the next beat 'em up should take the beat 'em up genre to the next level. We thought that was gonna happen with Streets of Rage all the way until what is it? Jitsu Squad. That game was dope. Then I forgot what other game. Mayhem Brawler. That game was good too. But then it kind of started slowing down a little bit after Turtles. Trying to give the baton to someone else because Turtles was good. But obviously, I mean, my only gripe with Turtles is that I wish it was and it's just me personally. Turtles, I think they could expand upon the fighting mechanics a bit more, you know, but they didn't. It was just Turtles. I think they played a little bit too safe when it came to the game, but it was good enough to where people were like, okay, this is a dope game, and it's enough for them to get away with making a part 2. But now, if you make a part 2, you guys got to expand upon the mechanics, man. But so yeah, I think the beat 'em up genre. Also, I thought it was dwindling, right? But now these guys, Beatemup, yo, you guys are the goats. Y'all came out of the woodworks. Me facing then was like, yo, what's going on, bro?
Wait for that. But we're gonna get there. We had that. There is its own segment. There, is its thing.
Yeah,
but
a day before the podcast.
Yeah, that's true. That was wild. It was gonna be shots were gonna be fire, man. Flowers were gonna be brought to us, bro. And then also not to like not speak about Mayhem Brawler. That game too was something that we was looking forward to. But dang, it's like that's the only beat 'em up of all the beat 'em ups that was here that came out this year. Come on, guys. That was ridiculous, man. But yeah, so now we're like in between. I don't know what to say now. We gotta wait for. See, like if it was one beat 'em up game that was come out, I was looking forward to. Like, but now it's 3 of them. So I'm like, okay, things are looking kind of up now. They're looking sort of kind of up, But we still need more details because even though I like the .emu, I still need more details. I don't want to get caught in the lore all out of nowhere because it's because it's that company.
We say you don't want to get caught in the hype.
Yeah, don't want to get caught in that. No, I want to see something revolutionary, man, or something a little bit different.
No, I hear you. No, I fully feel you. No, I hear you on that one. No, I fully hear you on that one. You don't want to just be thrown into, oh my god, like we're back. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to just step back into the genre like, yes, we're here again. Yeah. You get me? But Mr. Dill, how do you feel? How do you feel the genre? How do you feel the genre, the state right now? How do you feel?
State of the genre.
Let it out, bro.
I feel like we are in limbo right now, actually.
Yeah.
Like Streets 4 brought it back for a bit. We had some games right before Streets Rage 4 that had it on life support. We had Fight and Rage.
Good game.
City Girls, that was
brilliant game.
Pretty good. We had Ninja Saviors. The GOAT.
I still got to play that. Yeah.
Right. Nothing is going to beat the Phantom at this point, Phantom's really just up there. Beat 'em ups right now. I don't think anybody. I might cancel Deadly Metropolis. I might have to cancel it. There's no way we're beating that game.
Oh, you're not beating the Phantom. The Phantom's just way too good. Yeah, it's just.
Guys, beat 'em ups are over.
Elite status.
You're not beating the Phantom's the best you're gonna get. It's the best game. It's the high echelon. I swear it. I have to cancel my game.
For the next 2 years, right? For the next 2 years.
We say you got to cancel your game. There's no point in releasing any more beat 'em ups. The Phantom is here.
The Phantom is here. Point. It's over. It's over until 2030. Don't cancel all your games. Cancel all the projects. They're done.
Yeah, I really gotta play that game. Then I didn't touch it yet, yo.
Nah, that game is he's taking the mic, right? Yeah, he's taking the mic. That is one of the worst. That was on one of my top 5 worst.
No, I'm 100% serious. Because you guys have to understand, this game has done something revolutionary, something that I was taken back by. This game brought teabagging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
10 out of 10, no notes.
So what are you telling me? You're telling me. So what are you guys saying? Are we saying that let's just pretend yesterday didn't happen? Yeah? Let's pretend that didn't happen. Right? Are you saying that right now the genre right now is on absolute life support, or we are in the grave? Are we in the grave yet? Are we in the morgue?
Not yet.
Are we in the hospice? Are we on our deathbed? Where are we?
We're in the grave and we're in limbo right now.
We're in the grave.
What happened was, Streets Rage 4 took the kill shot. It shot us right in the chest.
Yeah.
And now we're in limbo. We didn't go to beat 'em up heaven. We went to beat 'em up limbo. That's where we're at.
Yeah. So if I were to put my take on it, I think as much as Streets of Rage 4 was like the oh my god game, the oh my god, that we're back, we're here now. And since Streets, we had a really good run. We had Streets, we got Mayhem, we got Jitsu. Yeah, if we continue that, we did get Turtles. There was a gap, but there was some decent beat 'em ups within that gap, like a couple decent ones. We did get Turtles. Now, one thing I will touch on, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, but this is one part I feel very strongly. Sifu is part of this. Yeah. Sifu is a beat 'em up. Yeah.
Yep.
It is. Now, I know a lot of people try to throw it into action RPG or something like that, but no. Sifu is a beat 'em up. So I'm putting Sifu in that run of good games. Also, Midnight Fight Express. I can add that one. Yeah, I can add that one.
Yeah.
I can add that one.
Yo,
right.
I gotta finish that game, bro.
Yeah, the game's wicked. The game is cold. The game's
Nah, it
wicked,
is cold,
bro.
man. Yo, trust me, I've been slacking, yo. I haven't finished Sifu or that, bro.
Oh, no, you gotta finish. Yeah, you gotta finish those two. You have to finish those two.
You gotta understand, Sifu is part of the absolutely dead part of the genre, and that's the 3D beat 'em up.
Yeah,
the 3D beat 'em up has been dead for a long time.
Oh, 3D beat 'em up.
Time.
Yeah. They resurrect that. They resurrected that for sure.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't think we're gonna get another game like that to continue that. You know, I don't have high hopes for the 3D beat 'em up genre.
Y'all don't want that soccer game?
Don't. I nearly lost myself, and I said, "Hold on,
bro.
What?" I said, "Guys."
I was sitting there like, look, I'm gonna buy it because you made Sifu, and I would put money in your pockets, so you can make Sifu too.
Yeah.
But don't announce that at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
I saw from the creators of Sifu, and my heart dropped.
Oh, what happened?
Look, Wes. So the creators of Sifu, is making a soccer game.
Oh, they're trying to get bread, son.
Yeah, they get the bread. I respect it, but why would you announce this at the awards show?
Yeah, big award show, big game awards. I'm sitting there saying the makers of Sifu. I'm going, oh my god, they're gonna announce Sifu 2. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my head. Yeah. Then they said rematch, a football game with Sifu graphics.
Oh, that's right. You guys call it football.
Yeah. A soccer game with Sifu graphics. I'll use your lingo today because I'm outnumbered. A soccer game with Sifu graphics.
Oh, I knew what you was talking about. That's why I said they want bread, because they know damn well. Listen, they know damn well they cannot compete with Madden if they're making a football game. No way. They got that on lock. So the only other game, they got to make a football actual. Yeah,
they're not gonna do nothing in that.
I'll say this. You know what the biggest sin of that was? The biggest sin.
Yeah.
It wasn't Shaolin soccer.
Yeah. It wasn't even Shaolin. Yeah.
That's true.
Well, it was right there. You made Sifu. You're making a soccer game. Shaolin soccer is one of the GOAT movies of all time.
Yeah, they could have ripped the idea from them. They could have
at least spun it that way, but they didn't. But forgetting them. Back to besides the point. I reckon up to Sifu, right? We had a great run. We had a good run. Yeah, we had a good run of games. Yeah, I think Streets DLC dropped in between that time and stuff. Yeah. We had a great run of games. Then for me, it went flat. I was on my face searching for stuff. I was like, what can I look at? What can I obviously I have to think as a creator as well. So what can I cover? What can I do? Like, what's going on? Like, do you know what's happening in the scene? Nothing.
2022 was pretty solid because we got Sifu.
Yeah.
Right? We got the port of River City Girls 0.
Yeah.
Classic game. We get Streets of Rage 4 mobile and I think DLC that year.
Yeah. We had DLC that year and mobile. Yeah.
Jitsu Squad. Shredder's Revenge came out that year. Final Vendetta.
Oh yes, it did.
And Dawn of the Monsters.
When did Final Vendetta come out? Didn't that come out that year?
Final Vendetta came out the same exact day as Ninja Turtles.
It did. Yes, it did.
It was like the same week, actually.
What game?
It was around the same couple of days. Final Vendetta and because I think that kind of overshadowed that game.
I never played that game either, yo. I never touched it like that.
You know what happened when that happened?
What?
There was a split. There were people like, I want to buy Final Vendetta because Ninja Turtles is not. It doesn't feel like a saucy beat 'em up. So they wanted to buy Final Vendetta.
Yeah.
So that was for more like hardcore beat 'em up fans then.
Yeah.
Turtles. Turtles is literally like, I want to say it's like a commercial beat 'em up game. Literally, that's what I felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for people who haven't played Turtles in a long time but wanted to see a beat 'em up. Like I said, I think for that game, .emu, they did it safe. They did it to where it pleased everybody to some degree.
Well, yeah. I think, but they also threw in gimmicks. 6-player online was a gimmick.
Yeah, definitely. That was.
Don't get me wrong. I loved it.
Oh, it was very solid gimmick.
Chaos.
Yeah.
It was chaos. Yeah. But I think that sold that game a lot more. That added to it being a Turtles IP. That added to it. Like, oh my God.
Definitely.
Turtles added 6-player online.
This, though, like the biggest thing, I think the best thing about that though was the fact that they were able to get 6 players to work online with with like very little to no problems.
Yeah.
That is true.
But
that is true.
But they got the money though. True. That was the money behind it, because I was saying this in one of my videos. When they had, what is this? When they had Streets of Rage 2. Streets of Rage 4. People were constantly asking them, why y'all not doing 4-player online? And Emu was like, yo, listen, the reason why we're not doing is because those guys are more about quality than quantity. So they was like, listen, if we cannot produce good online, then we don't want to do 4-player online. We can't do it.
They didn't do 2-player very well.
Yeah.
They didn't do 2-player very well. Let's just be honest.
No, that's true. That's true. But so they knew better. But I kind of knew Turtles was going to do well online, is because they probably had the money for servers and stuff. Because listen, they linked up with Nickelodeon and stuff. So I'm sure Nickelodeon backed them.
That's the thing I'll give Guard Crush, is that they did say that they wanted to do rollback, but they just couldn't. They didn't have the resources.
They wanted to do rollback. Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting.
I remember. I think they mentioned it on their server.
Yeah.
At one point that they wanted to do rollback. They didn't have the Absalom is probably going to get rollback.
Absalom's going to get rollback. That's insane.
That's interesting for a beat 'em up rollback. Like, you really don't need it for a beat 'em up, but you know what? I'll take it.
No. Yes, you do. No. Listen, yes, you do. I get why you're saying you don't.
Face. It depends. Listen, I'm glad. See, you said that. That kind of brings more promise to the beat 'em up, because usually when a company really stresses rollback, that means there's going to be a lot more to the combat system in a game. Usually, but because a lot of beat 'em ups and a lot of games, like the regular games, like co-op games, actually, like those games don't be having rollback like that. They just have your standard, your internet and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Your online.
I play a lot of the classic beat 'em ups through Fightcade. Because
I
play Fightcade because it's so good and solid.
It plays so well. It does play well. It does play really well. So, all right, cool. So we're at the point of the genre is kind of dead, dying. Yeah. Obviously, yesterday happened. Now, does yesterday change your perception on that? Does the lineup for 2025? Yeah. Is there hope because of what we've got coming in 2025?
It does give me a little bit of hope, just a little bit, but not so much the lineup for 2025, but what's coming these next 5 years. Is what I'm looking at.
You gotta enlighten me, because I don't know.
Yeah, you've got. Are we talking about? Okay, so are we talking about for the next 5 years? Okay, so are we including what Sega's got coming? Are we including the Golden Axe and the Streets Revolution into this next 5 years?
I wouldn't say that, because I looked at those. I won a 3D Streets to Rage.
Yeah,
but I'm just not sure. I actually need to see gameplay.
Yeah, well, I'm not there either, man. I think me and Denny has an agreement.
Are we writing it off? We're writing it off.
What, Streets of Rage?
I want to write it off.
I'm not writing it off.
No, I'm not writing it off. But oh man, shit. Let me just.
Okay. No. Now we got to talk about this. Now I wasn't going to talk about it. Now we got to talk about this. Okay. Now we got to talk about this. Okay. All right. 3D Streets of Rage. Okay. 3D Streets of Rage. Now, do you think? Because I've got this in the comment section a lot. I had this in the comment section a lot when we reacted to that Streets Revolution. Instantly, it was no. It's 3D. Now I know 3D beat 'em ups do not have a good reputation. They don't. Yeah, they don't. And obviously, coming from Streets Rage 4, which is a beautiful looking game, right? Going into this 3D space, I saw so many comments. No. But does that mean this game is instantly not going to be good because it's 3D?
No, definitely not. Nope.
I'm actually working on a video about that specifically, especially after playing Revive. Revive is a 3D beat 'em up. And Like I think we need that half of the genre to come back because we
Yeah.
had Sifu and like nobody even knew what to classify it as.
Yeah,
Because
they did it. It was
Didn't they
confusing.
classify as a fighting game or some crap like that?
Yeah, fighting game,
they put it as a
insane.
fighting game.
Yo, I think it was
Insane.
nominated. Yeah, it was nominated for fighting game or some crap with Street Fighter. I'm like, what the heck?
It's insane. So, but then, okay, so, but that perception now has instantly tainted that game. It's instantly tainted that game just because they've gone 3D.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Now, I think the bigger problem is that it's coming off of Street Rage 4. Because
That's the problem.
if there was going to be a new Street Rage game, people wanted a follow up to that, and we're not. Well, I won't say for sure we're not getting it, but it doesn't look like we're getting it right now. At the very least, I think that's the biggest thing is that it's coming off of Street Rage 4, and like, yeah, it's very much like the new Sonic game that they did after they came off of Sonic Mania. And,
Frontiers.
Started like this 3D thing that's not the Mania team. Like, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of backlash off of that, and start getting that good. So I'm hoping that this is just gonna be a really good 3D beat 'em up, so that at the very least we could say like, hey, it's not Streets of Rage 5, but it's a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game. Yeah. Does that write off possibilities for Streets Rage 5?
I don't think so. No.
I mean, here's the thing: is why can't this be the Streets of Rage 5? I mean, it's called Revolution, but it could
usually when a company goes into like a different format like that, they try to separate it.
I see why.
We've seen it with Metroid Prime. We've seen it with Ninja Gaiden. Like they usually try to split it off. Like it could be in the same story or timeline or whatever, but it's going to be like a spin-off to kind of thing.
Yeah,
I think that's why they called it Revolution instead of 5.
And they probably did it too, just for marketing purposes. That way, if it does bomb, they'll be like, "Oh, well, that was Streets of Rage Revolution. This is
true.
Let's go back, guys.
Revolution.
Let's go back.
Not 5. That's Revolution. That's not 5. The developer worries me. If the developer is that developer.
Oh, I was gonna say the same thing, my man.
Oh, it is.
Because it's the developer of it is from Mighty Fight Federation.
Oh my God, son.
Yep.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, that worries me.
Yeah,
that worries me a lot because that game wasn't. I'm sorry. Sorry to be blunt faced again. I hate being blunt faced, but that game wasn't good. I'm being honest.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for you here.
Okay, go on.
Streets of Rage 4 was developed by Guard Crush Games, and their first game was Streets of Fury. Have you ever played it?
No, but I've seen it.
Yeah, but that's a meme. That's a meme game, bro. Like
it is a meme game, though. Yeah,
because they used the creator. It wasn't the
like the developer. No? Isn't that themselves? Isn't it?
Yeah. It's kind of dude. It's kind of like
it played like it played more like Guardian Heroes, where it's like a 2D, like you can't move up and down kind of thing.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were very, very skeptical because they hadn't made a beat 'em up where like there's a Z axis.
Yeah.
And this is Streets of Rage 4 we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't want to say Konami Games are gonna step in and make the best game on earth, but
it's got definitely Sega's approval, right? It must have Sega's approval. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised Beatemup wasn't part of this project. That's crazy.
I'm not surprised, to be honest.
I understand what I was told as far as like all these games that were announced at the same time. This was Sega directly looking for developers to do this.
Oh,
okay.
Now I don't know if that's the same for Shinobi because Lizardcube already had a relationship with Sega.
Yeah, they would have to have.
So that's probably something that was in the cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I think as far as the other games go, they were actually looking out. This was a Sega thing where they're like, we're looking for developers. I don't know why they didn't just go to Beatemup and do a Streets Rage 5.
Yeah.
Or even Lizard. Well, I mean, Lizardcube's doing Shinobi, so that's probably why they didn't do it with Lizardcube. But
is there a possibility? Is there a possibility though? They do give if this one tanks. Yeah. If this Revolution tanks, right? Is there a possibility, in your opinion, they could give it back to Lizardcube if Shinobi does well? Okay, ideal scenario: Shinobi does well. Yeah. Right. Unideal scenario for Streets Revolution. That tanks.
Right.
Do you think they would give the IP to Lizardcube again to say, okay, we want you to do number 5?
I think regardless of how Revolution does, we're probably it's very likely we might get a Streets of Rage 5 in some way, shape, form. Now, would it be Lizard Cube or Emu or Guard Crush?
Yeah.
That's kind of up in the air, right? Because
Mhm.
I mean, we know companies always do weird things, so
Yeah.
Especially Sega.
there could be some other company entirely working on this, but
Yeah.
considering the relationship between Sega and Lizard Cube, and even the relationship between Sega and Emu, I mean, the likelihood I think is a high chance we could get a Streets 5, regardless of how Revolution does.
Yeah.
But if Revolution does good, though, I think it would be great for 3D beat 'em ups in general.
It would be
Simply
great for 3D beat 'em
versus
ups.
Rushing
Mhm.
BX.
Honestly,
Yeah.
honestly,
Russian BX. Oh yeah, I remember that. I reacted to that as well. Sorry, let's go on.
no, I think what might help 3D beat 'em ups right off a rip is revival. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what you talking about? Revive, Dragon.
Sorry,
Double
Revive, yeah.
Yeah.
Double
Yeah.
Dragon Revive, yeah. If that comes
Yeah.
out the gate, because it's slowly growing on people. Because I'm seeing
Slowly.
I'm seeing people like go from hated to like okay. That's
It's
what I'm
not
seeing.
bad. Yeah. So go on.
So as you already know, I played Double Dragon Revive, and I'm all right with that. I'm looking forward to it, but I do think it has this kind of issue for me where like they haven't really decided a direction with it, right? Like it's
Okay.
you've seen in my video, I'm doing a lot of
Yeah.
jumping and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, because I'm trying to see if there's any air combos. There's nothing.
There's
no air
nothing.
combos.
Is
Hold
it-
on. Oh wait! Stop! Sorry to stop you because I want to get to that point. I want to get there. Yeah, because I know
Okay.
you got a lot to say. I want to get there. So
Right.
just as a conclusion, Streets of Rage Revolution.
Mhm.
Is it a no from you? Is it a no from you? Is it I'm still waiting? Is it where you at? Is it a no? Is it I'm waiting? Is it a yes? Between that,
I'm still waiting.
Wes?
it's definitely a wait because all right, so this company, the company that made Mighty Fight Federation, I don't think they were suited for that kind of game. Although I like the idea of Mighty Fight Federation, I just think the execution was just not that great. So I think if they probably paired up with another company, then it would be okay. Because that game to me, it looked like it looked like they try to mix like Power Stone with another kind of fighting game. So I think if they paired up with maybe Capcom or somebody, that probably would have been dope. But yeah. So I think when it comes to a fighting game like that, I think it was too complicated for them to handle it and execute it properly. So I think that if they do handle something like Streets of Rage, which isn't as complex when it comes to the fighting mechanics, then it might actually work. You know, I'm looking at a few things: how the graphics are and the gameplay. If the graphics like Mighty Fight Federation, then we already got to like, all right, man. What are you doing?
It's looking like it though.
It is looking like it, honestly.
It's looking like it though.
I know, man. I know.
It's looking like it though.
I'm on the same boat as Wes. I did play Mighty Fight Federation, and I tried it out, and I was playing it, and I'm like, this is pretty simplistic. Well, we know Power Stone in general is a simplistic game.
Yeah, it's a simple. Yeah.
But this was like, this combat could work in a beat 'em up. But I think like if they and this is what I was saying about Revive. If you're gonna do a 3D beat 'em up, right, you have to decide whether or not your game's gonna have verticality or not.
Yes.
Like, it's either gonna be grounded like Urban Rain and
yes,
stuff, or you're gonna have some kind of verticality to it. You can't do something in between. And
don't do both. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
You could do both, but the thing is, you gotta be if you do both, you gotta be cracked. You gotta be cracked as a developer, man. You know what I'm saying?
I really have
even some of the games that I like Anarchy Reigns. Like I enjoy Anarchy Reigns.
Yeah,
but jumping was weird in that game. The air combat was weird. Like everything else was great about it, but the air combat was strange.
I have that problem. That's the Revive problem. Actually, let's go there. Let's talk about Revive now. All right. Let's talk about Revive. I have that problem with Revive. Now, I look at it and I think, you've got some really good stuff going on here. Yeah. As soon as the player runs towards the camera, it puts me off.
Yeah.
It puts me off. Like, as a viewer, because I'm a viewer right now, I haven't played it. You've experienced it. I haven't played it. So I'm an outsider here. That looks like a targeting mess, in my opinion. It is. It's a targeting mess. I knew it.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something crazy and controversial because I don't know if you guys know. I know about Final Fight Streetwise.
Yeah.
I'm a connoisseur of that game because as jank as the graphics and the stupid story and all that stuff is, if you play arcade mode, right, and you get a hold of the mechanics, everything is well put together.
Okay.
The hit detection on everything is good. The crowd control is good. Iframes on throws.
Yeah.
It does a lot of great things. I did not feel that in Revive, but I felt like it could get to that point because I played. So I don't know if you saw that gameplay video I showed you that had Marion in it. So that was a later build than what I played. And just from looking at that build compared to what I played, it does look better.
Okay. Yeah, because it looked a bit more. It looks a little bit more snappy in that build. It looked like there was a lot. They looked like the targeting was a little bit fixed. I wouldn't say fully.
Yeah.
I just can't stand seeing the character run towards the camera on a side scroller. It just like, okay, let me pause there for a second. Back in the day, old school days, yeah. Because I knew no better. Yeah? But because I know better now and I'm an adult, ooh.
Ooh, brother.
Ooh. Like, so let me ask you about Revive. How does the combat feel in general? How does the combat feel in general? Is there much you can do? Is there the thing that Face keeps banging on about in every other video? Player expression. Yeah? Right?
Have you played Shaolin Monks?
Yes.
Think Shaolin Monks, but not as good as Shaolin Monks yet.
Oh.
And that's where I'm like, if they add a little bit more to the air combat,
yeah,
we could be looking at a Shaolin Monks kind of thing. They just got like I said, they got to fit they have to fix the detection, the hit detection.
Yeah.
Right? And like I haven't played in the later builds, so I can't say for sure, but it looks like they're fixing that. And I do think they need to add a little bit more to the air combat because it just feels like they're encouraging you to stay on the ground. But like, I feel like if they're going to do that, they shouldn't have been the ability to jump or anything like that. Like that should have just been.
Yeah, it
like,
should have been. Yeah,
don't
let me jump.
Do it, and it's like.
So have we got no juggles? Because I was trying to look for that.
There is juggles. There is juggles. Just not verticality. There's no air combat or anything like that.
There's no air combat at all. So
yeah.
I saw you do the air grab. It looks like a grab and a ground pound. It looks like they all have their own specific version of that, or do they not? Oh, they do. Okay,
so
they do.
Billy have the same thing. I'm not sure about Marion because in the video that I sent you, I don't think they ever did an air grab with her.
No, I don't think they did. No, I don't think they did. No, I didn't notice that. I tried to look for it as well. I don't think I noticed.
I noticed that like she has a dive kick instead of a regular jump kick.
Yeah.
That. But yeah, I didn't see anything that I would recognize as like that's what that was, right? Kind of thing. As far as the air grab or anything like that. But yeah, I think the combat is decent. I think it has potential. Like
potential.
Yeah, when I was playing it, I'm like, okay, I am having fun with this. I do think the enemy AI needs work.
Oh boy,
like,
we're gonna talk about that. We got to talk about that later. But go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Even the video that I saw with the Marion, where the aggression was stepped up and the boss fight was a little bit harder. Like it looks like they got something going there, but I do think the enemies need to be more aggressive. Like they need to be more aggressive. They need to like really be on you because sometimes I've noticed like they'll knock you down and then walk away.
And that's it, guys.
That don't make no sense. Yeah, you need to go for me. I'm not down.
Somebody who's coming up and playing Streetwise, arcade mode. In that game, they jump you.
Okay? Yeah, like they're supposed to. Yeah,
you get jumped in that game. All right, they knock you down. Some of the enemies will come up and stomp you if you don't get up fast enough.
Yeah,
they're jumping you. So I played Revive, and I'm like, what? Why are you guys walking away? You're walking in the other direction. Where are you going?
Trying to
Yeah,
get
you should
trying
be
to get their
attacking.
money. They're trying to get their money from the boss. The job is done. The job is done.
What do you think about the game, Wes? What do you think about Revive from what you've seen?
Revive is clunky. It needs to decide what it's going to do when it comes to combat. It looks like it's just half-assed and like on the ground or in the air. Like it's just lacking in that department. But it does have some good like things that's not the same as other beat 'em ups. Like they have the Y, the Y and Z axis basically. You can hit the enemies towards like they have stage. I guess you could use the environmental. You could do, it looks the thing that kills me, I can already see it, is that it looks like the type of game that the developers have these cool ideas, but they just don't execute them properly. So you have the environmental combos that looks like you could potentially string them, but then what happens is it's like, oh, I can hit an enemy against the wall, and then I hit the enemy against the wall. I'm trying to run to the enemy, but no, the enemy splats against the wall, and that's it. I can't do nothing no more. Like, so that's what it looks like.
Is that true then?
Yeah, no, it is. So it's kind of double-sided. There's interactables, right? Those kill the enemies immediately.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's it.
You throw them into a fridge, they're dead. Like, it doesn't matter how much health they got or anything. You throw them, they're dead.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking? Yeah. I didn't even have to play the game. So I looked at literally like one video, and I'm like, damn.
No way.
This is why I need my hands on these kind of games, man. Like they need, the developers. Hold on, we're gonna pause it for 1 second, y'all gotta stop playing games and hire us three to beta test your games, man. Because we'll dissect it in minutes, man, and help you guys out. And the thing is too, we'll curve the game according to your experience when it comes to like programming and designing. Because people, you got to take in consideration when these companies program and design their games, they don't have they're at a certain level, so you kind of have to curve your idea to their level, because you can't have no freaking craziness going on, and then you be like, the developers like, oh, we don't have the expertise to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So there's something about that I do want to talk about once we get off of Revive.
That's
it might be a controversial statement.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as Revive goes, like, yeah, they got a bunch of great ideas, but it's just like they're not hitting, right?
Yeah.
You guys play Fight for New York, okay? You know how the interaction stuff and that stuff goes. They could have something on that level if they keep building on it.
Yeah, they could have something on that level. Yeah.
Yuke's is a wrestling game developer. So we know what they're capable of.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I don't know if this is like Arch's works kind of meddling in this a little bit, and they're like, you got to have jump kick and this and that. That's what classic Double Dragon has.
Yeah, you got to stick to the script.
I really feel like the game was more grounded, and that's the thing. Like, even the classic Double Dragon was more grounded anyway. You didn't want to jump.
Yeah.
You jump against a Bobo, he's knocking you out of the air.
Yeah, he's knocking you out of the air. Sure, you can. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
You didn't really want to jump on Double Dragon. I think if they had went more of a grounded take with this, like, I think it would have been beneficial to them, because the interactions and stuff like that is great. Like, there's the interaction that you have where you grab an enemy, you go up against a wall, and then you slam them against the wall and start beating on them and knock them into the ground. And then you can stomp them and these other things. And it's like, dude, even if they were to just take stuff from Double Dragon Advance, where you can jump and do a stomp on enemies that are ground, and you can mount them and punch them in the face and that kind of stuff. Like, just do all that stuff. Like, look at Fight for New York and Urban Reign and all that stuff. Like, we don't really need the verticality. You could go crazy with it.
Yeah.
It's 3D. But I don't know what their direction is. Like, I would like to talk with them and see like what their direction is.
That's another thing that I see that the developers are not in touch with the community. They're very, for me, I can see that they're very like, yeah, we're just gonna make a beat 'em up and we're gonna do it our way. Like,
hey, look, that's fair. Like, Ninja Savior's Day, Project Tango, they ain't missed once.
Yeah, well, it's fine, but then sometimes, especially when you're coming into Ukes, have they made a beat 'em up before? They haven't, have they? Or have they?
I don't think so. I think they only made
They've
wrestling.
made wrestling games. That's what I'm saying. So they're coming from a wrestling space, and then they're coming into the beat 'em up space. Like, I think if you're coming into something for the first time, I think you're gonna want to ask the people that enjoy the genre. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It doesn't make sense if you don't come into the genre and ask the people who enjoy it. That doesn't make sense. Making your own take on something and not having any experience on it at all, apart from maybe playing a few games, is not enough. Do you know what I mean? Right. It's not enough. And I see that happens. That happens. Like, did the Phantom devs that reach out to anybody? Did they do anything? Did the G.I. Joe devs reach out to anybody? Did they do that?
It's crazy,
like,
man.
Like, what's going on? Like, you got.
Both those games definitely reached out to somebody.
Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, let's not go there. Yeah. But you know what? Just to close the Double Dragon topic. I ain't gonna lie, I was very no at the start and I was very anti. Yeah? I was very anti. I think I shouldn't have been so anti with it. I could have given it more time, but it did just look so flat for me. It didn't move me that much.
You know,
but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now, my perception has changed. I'm more intrigued. I'm more like, okay, what is this about?
I don't have my hopes super high, but I think it's going to be fun. And if nothing else, I think it'd be fun to play.
It'll probably get like 1 or 2 playthroughs and then move on.
Now,
yeah, you think it's that game?
Yep.
If the ninja doesn't have an Azuna drop,
yeah, well, it's done. Yeah, it's done. I'm out.
There's no way you can give ninja an Azuna drop.
That's done.
Oh. let me see what the chat's saying. Sorry, chat. We've been just yapping away. We are saying, there are enough content creators for the genre that devs can get advice from. Bro. Yeah, I think devs would absolutely hate me. I can see it. I can see it directly. I can see it. This guy too brash. This guy he does like Streets of Rage 4 and seafood. Don't like nothing else. He's too bad. If this guy can't do a combo, he's not playing it. And you see that statement there? They're probably right. That's that part there. They're probably right.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about beat 'em ups is that there's different fan bases within it. You know.
Yeah.
You got people that love the classic beat 'em ups and stuff like that, and they'll probably like something more like Fighting Rage or Final Vendetta or.
I love Fighting Rage. Yeah.
You know.
Fighting Rage ain't Fighting Rage.
Yeah, that's not no classic. That's cool. That's
Fighting Rage. You guys gotta understand because I played Fighting Rage when it first came out in PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
People were dunking on it because they're like, "Oh my god, this game's so hard. Why is it so hard?" And
it
came out, and he was like, "Well, just keep playing."
That game, that game got us by surprise.
That pissed so many people off. And
that's good.
That's good. Tone it down a bit.
Well, you had to
hold on. Then, so you telling me the version I was playing was the toned down version of Fighting Rage?
Yes.
Holy smokes! Because that game caught me by surprise, bro. Because when I played it, I'm like, it's only 1 or 2 buttons. But then, when you go to the training mode, holy smokes! Yo, my mind just blew. I was on training mode for at least 2-3 hours.
Start seeing things that they can really do.
Getting the belts and stuff. I'm like, yo.
Fight Rage to me, and this may be another controversial take.
Yeah.
Fight Rage to me is more of an evolution of the genre than Streets 4 is.
You know what?
I agree with you, bro.
You know what? I'm not going to argue with you because the combat in Fight and Rage, that's not your average combat.
Nope.
That can be deep.
The reason I say that is because, and this goes into the other thing I was talking about, it might be another controversial take, is that Fight and Rage takes from a lot of classic beat 'em ups.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything in Fight and Rage, juggles included, classic beat 'em up setup. Like everything. Everything. It is a classic beat 'em up through and through. This is a game that would have probably came out in the early 2000s.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna call Streets.
I actually agree with you.
I like Streets of Rage 4, but I'm gonna call it out for one thing. And they better do something about it next game. They need to add some kind of like defensive mechanism in the game. So, You gotta have some blocking.
I actually disagree with that.
You said disagree? Why you think?
Yeah, I have to disagree with you as well. You know,
Why
I can't like that game so much. I don't want to see nothing else in that game.
Why not?
I'm too biased. Let me shut up. I will not be too biased. Go
Why not? Nah, don't be biased. Say what you gotta say, bro. It's an open discussion.
So the split between Fighting Rage and Streets of Rage 4 is that Streets of Rage 4 leans a little bit more modern. So I can understand why people would want those mechanics in it.
Yeah.
But Streets of Rage has always been about using your specials as
defense mechanics. As a defense. Yeah.
Like it's always been like that.
Okay, you know what?
It's part of its foundation.
No, you know what? I didn't think of it that way because you have offensive and defensive. Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Let me start throwing curveballs at you.
On the other hand, yeah.
Let him do it there.
What you said?
A brand new IP.
But let me throw curveballs at you though. Okay, because this is another thing I got. Did I get flack for this? I got a little bit of flack for this. Yeah. How do you feel about fighting game mechanics in beat 'em ups? I think it's an amazing idea.
It depends.
I think I'll give you an example. Shall I give you an example first?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll give you an example first. Maybe not the way they use it in this game, but I think and I know Jitsu Squad did it. I think the Street Fighter 3 Third Strike parry would work beautiful in a beat 'em up.
Fighting Rage has it already.
I know it does. I know it does. I know it does. But put the visuals and bells and whistles on it like Streets, and how that would look. Don't you tell me that wouldn't work?
I think.
Tell me if it wouldn't work.
So
it'll work.
Parries are kind of a double-edged sword. Yeah. You got to be very careful about how you program parries in a game. Fighting Rage parries work because that game is hard as hell.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Once you get into harder difficulties, if you don't know how to parry, you better be damn good at spacing.
Hey,
you better be damn good at crowd control because you don't know how to parry, you're gonna get wrecked. You're gonna get wrecked in that game. I think, and this is my point about like fighting game mechanics in general. I don't think we're ready for that yet.
You don't think we're ready?
I don't think we're ready for that. We don't have like how
Who's
many
not ready? Who's not ready? The players or the developers?
Developers. I don't think developers.
But we got hold on.
We got
LNS though.
No, so you say
full circle in it.
So you say
LNS has full quarter circle.
So you saying we? When you say we, you mean you and the developers, right? That's what you're saying, right?
I'm talking about developers. Yeah, I don't think developers are ready.
Okay, no, all right. So I can agree with you on that because when you do that, then they might actually lose their focus on the actual premise of the game. Sometimes they do that.
So,
here's where my controversial take comes in that we were talking about before when we were talking about developers not being on par and stuff. We need a boot camp where developers are not allowed to use any fighting game mechanics, no modern nothing. They have to make a Final Fight clone. And whatever developer can make a better Final Fight clone than Final Fight itself, then you can move on doing all the other stuff.
So what you're trying to say is that
Final Fight is a prerequisite.
Need to get the basis right before anything.
Yeah, Final Fight is like the prerequisite to learning, like to advancing yourself in a beat 'em up. So you wouldn't even call Double Dragon the prerequisite? So it's after Double Dragon, right?
It's after Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't say Double Dragon because Double Dragon was pretty jank.
Yeah.
Like if we're talking about Double Dragon Advance or Super Double Dragon, then we'll talk about that. But
okay. I mean, Double
Dragon,
so
they had like a thing.
You gotta be Final Fight level before anything after.
Before anything after, because I think that's the biggest problem right now, is that we have developers that aren't even capable of making a Final Fight clone.
Yeah.
A competent Final Fight clone, and then they want to toss in all these modern mechanics stuff that they can't even get right.
But this is gonna.
They can't even get basics.
I can't argue with that.
That's true. You know why I can't argue with that too is because it brings me back to a topic I wanted to talk about quick, and that's the enemy AI. A lot of these developers do not know how to balance enemy AI in comparison to the protagonist's abilities. And what I mean by that is that a lot of these games, they make enemies like just putties, yo. Seriously, like they give the protagonist so much stuff, but then all of a sudden, like you just run through the enemies, and it makes it And the problem with that is it makes you not have to use the entirety of your character. And what it does is also it kills the replay value of the game. You know what I'm saying? It really does.
I'm gonna get shit for this.
Go on.
But a lot of people that say that they want player expression are okay with that. Because the moment the enemies are tough and they stop you from doing combos, people complain.
That's bullcrap.
You know what? Okay.
Let me tell you.
You're not gonna get crap from me about that.
Let me tell you what.
I agree with the counterbalance for AI. If I'm gonna have a whole heap of stuff, they should also be able to have a whole heap of stuff.
That's bullcrap because I
play.
But what?
But okay, remember the day and age we are in now. We are in the day and age of easy mode. We are. Yes. We're in the day and age of easy mode.
Well, it's curved
now. Us as gamers come from the generation of, I'm sorry to be that old head to say that, but us as gamers come from the generation of where we really had to learn something. We had no guides, we had no internet, we had to actually learn the game. And we were brought up that way. We didn't even have save files. How about that one? We had to actually learn the game, right? No disrespect to the new gen players, but these new gen players are not built like us. They're not. Yeah? If I would be fully up for giving the AI just as much as what we have to counterbalance the game. But that game would be dead on arrival because everyone would complain.
Fighting Rage is a perfect example of that. Just as I said.
Like you just said. Yeah.
He had to tone it down.
Honestly,
dead on arrival.
Honestly, that's crap because that's with different modes and different things. So, for example,
I agree. I agree with that.
Streets of Rage. I mean, sorry. Yeah. Street Fighter 6, right?
Yeah. I like that game.
You have modern. You have modern controls. You have the modern.
Yeah, which is terrible. Yeah,
it's terrible for people like us. We don't respect it, but it damn sure helped the player base grow. Am I right?
100%.
100%. So literally, that's all you gotta do with all of these beat 'em ups. If you want to marry the two, for hardcore people and the freaking people who want to get their hand being held, literally just make it modern controls. I mean, modern controls to where they're able to execute the things that we're able to execute. Just like
so you're saying, hold on. So you're saying give them a whole different type of control scheme that they can use, and then we have the classic thing. Let me tell you a problem with that.
What's up?
Let me tell you a problem with that.
What alienates them?
Okay,
that's what you're gonna say?
Yeah, that's the problem. And you know what another problem is? If we deem that as easy mode, that's a problem for them.
No, it's not, because we got Street Fighter 6 and people's fine with it. People still
rock it. I can tell you what the issue with that is, though.
What's up?
Beatemups by default already have simplistic controls.
Yeah.
The complexity comes in with the enemy AI patterns and
you're right.
Pretty much it's a mind game kind of thing, and I think this is like I said, this is a developer and player thing, because developers, I've been consulted for so many games at this point, and it always boils down to the same thing. Well, we don't want to make it too hard. That's what difficulty levels are for, right? But. And I think I just argued with somebody on Reddit about this.
Yeah.
Me, in a beat 'em up, more buttons does not mean more complexity. You can get
no.
As a developer, you can get so much mileage out of one attack button.
That's true. Listen, this is from a guy who's been playing Super Smash Bros. For like 20 years.
That's true. Yeah. He's been pressing one button.
Let me tell you.
I don't know how you guys do it. Because I play Street Fighter.
Let me tell you something.
How you guys do it, but I get it. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Super Smash Bros. Melee goes down as the one top 2 or top 5 hardest fighting games to play, to get on a high level. And that's not me even bullcrapping. There's people who are top level. Put it this way. Smash Brothers players, there's more Smash Brothers players that could go into Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom than the other way around.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So I agree. I definitely agree.
I don't want to start that conversation there. That one, nah.
Face, you don't want to challenge me, bro. Face, you want to come
you
and
pressing one button. Hey, I've got to think of quarter circle, charge move, neutral, skip.
But
this,
no, listen. You not understand.
I'm not gonna.
Let me real quick. Let me just to break it down.
I hear you.
To break it down quick for you, right? The reason why Smash is a little bit more complex than Street Fighter, it has nothing to do with only do with the buttons. It has something to do with the options that each player has. Because Smash is more like it's a platform fighter. You're dealing with the environment, your opponent, and the options you have. Street Fighter, literally, I always make this joke. Street Fighter, I call it captivity fighters because you're literally stuck in a box, and all you really have to do with Street Fighter is learn, what is it? The frame data, mainly. Frame data, what to use at what time. Smash?
No. But then I could rebuttal that and say that you can run away and I can't.
What? What game?
You in Smash can run away and I can't in Street Fighter. I can never run away. You can run away. You can jump on 2, 3, or 4 different platforms and get away from your opponent. But I have one plane, and he gets me in the corner. The only thing I can do is jump over him.
But see, now you see, this is what you're proving my point about the about which game is more complex.
It is captivity, but that's what makes it more. That's what I would say would make it more difficult.
Because the game. What I'm trying to tell you is the game. Games like Street Fighter, it will reach its ceiling faster than Smash. Yo, bro, Smash Bros.
I agree with that. I agree with that. No, don't think I'm not agreeing with that. Yeah. I agree with that because Smash's ceiling will be totally different. Wes, let's stop. Another podcast.
Go ahead.
This is such a great topic. We could go on for hours about this. We could go on for hours about this.
Yeah, forget about that.
Yeah, we could go forget. Yeah. Stop. Because we won't talk about beatbox. We'll start. Yeah, stop. Stop.
Well, okay. So I think Face. I think what Wes said though about like the complexity with Smash Bros. Also applies to beat 'em ups. Like the whole. This is why I try to encourage developers to play the classic beat 'em ups. Play Streets 2, play the classic beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
Because beat 'em ups were built around simplistic controls, but everything else is like tough, right? It's all about crowd control. It's all about spacing and timing your jumps properly and all that stuff. Like if you jump in and play Streets 2 on Mania, like with Max, for example, because he's a grappler, he has to get in. That's his main thing, right? Yeah. All of his damage is on the inside. You gotta get in.
Yeah.
These enemies out jab you. They're faster than you. They're aggressive. They're always running around you. They're always swarming you.
Yeah.
And you're playing as a very
heavy, slow grappler.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
But he has multiple ways of getting in. He has the slide. He has the thunder tackle. He has the elbow that has like a bigger hitbox than even Donnie's uppercut. That kind of stuff. Right? That whole dynamic, I've yet to see that in new beat 'em ups yet. Like even Max and Street Rage 4 does not get that dynamic right.
They're too scared of it. They're way too scared of it. They're way too afraid of it. They're way too afraid to jump in the deep end and try and actually, make the enemies be able to hurt you.
My suggestion for a developer, if you're starting off, you're just making a beat 'em up, like say the Final Fight clone, right? But like from that, do not give your player anything. Give them the basics, and then start working on your enemies.
That's perfect.
And what kind of enemies do you want to do? What kind of
how basic are we going though? Are we going?
I'm talking Final Fight basic.
We're going Final Fight basic. We're going auto combo jump kick. That's
perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Because you know why?
And then work on your enemies from there.
That's perfect.
And then but you're not saying that's the end product of the game. Though.
No,
saying
that's not.
We could go back. Okay. I get what you're saying.
I see why you said that.
Play the basics. Work on your enemies. Play your game and then work on your player then. Yeah?
Yeah.
After the enemies are done. Okay. Yeah. No, I agree with that. No, I agree with that.
The thing is you want to pour a lot into your enemies because then that's when you could play. You can make the main characters coincide with the enemies because a lot of times developers work backwards, and it brings me to my same point what I said before. A lot of these games, man, the protagonists be having some crazy stuff, and the enemies just be looking at What did you do
Yeah,
to me?
just-
Literally, they just meat. They just piles of meat just on the freaking stage, man.
Personally, like I think the thing that I like, because Streets 2 is my favorite beat 'em up of all time. I don't think that's
same.
changing.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
and I think what like
I'm terrible at the game though, but yeah, same.
I think what really did it for me was that dynamic of like, okay, normally 1-on-1 I could destroy any enemy in this game. Not the bosses. The bosses are tough. But any enemy in this game, if I know their pattern and everything, I could destroy them. But
Yeah.
once they're all together and stuff, and they got these different combination of enemies coming together, now you got a problem.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get really good. And the thing about playing on Mania, it 1-on-1, I could destroy any enemy in this game.
Yeah.